Welcome to the University of Michigan Dentistry Podcast Series, promoting oral health care worldwide.
We're going to prepare. The tooth has changed color. You'll note that the tooth has been filled with gutta percha, reducing sufficient tooth structure left to make a direct core. We have prepared the tooth for the heat this over the flame, and then come back to the but it will not cut laterally very much. Then the canal probe. An old probe has notches on it, and we can use these notches and place it right in the labial surface here. A box of assorted Williams plastic pins gives you a variety of many sizes. The pin then is tried in the mouth, and you'll note that it has a little tip on it that'll have to be removed. You try the pin in to see if it fits properly, and that is ground and tapered until that then fits up into the canal to the very end. The next step then will be to lubricate the canal with liquid petrolatum and paint Duralay in the canal. The canal has been lubricated, and we'll remove the cotton with the liquid petrolatum, and then Duralay will be painted across the orifice of the post hole, and we'll paint a little bit here, as you see, a little lighted, and we will dunk that in the liquid monomer and then force it up the canal, you see here, until it gets to the proper depth, and then we'll add more Duralay around the post itself, making sure that we have enough adapted in the index groove. And we build this up in a direct fashion until we have the shape of the post and the missing dentin portion until we have the shape that we like. We're trying to here simulate a ideal preparation for a porcelain gold restoration. This also can be modified with wax, with inlay wax. Now, as this starts to polymerize, you've got to tease it up and down so it doesn't get locked in the canal itself. So you just lift it slowly and pry it and set it back in again, and do this so that the post is not hardened in an undercut area, in case there would be an undercut area. While it's still soft, you can drag it on and off, as you see here. We'll remove the post and then relubricate the canal, place the Duralay post back in, tease it up and down until the Duralay has polymerized. The Duralay has been now trimmed with a sand disc, so it has the proper contour from the labial, mesial, distal, and lingual. When we take this out, you'll be able to see the anti-rotational notch that we've placed in the pattern itself. Now the Duralay post will be placed on a sprue former and will be cast. The next step is to fabricate a temporary crown, which we have already done. The temporary crown is fabricated with a large paper clip cut off that fits into a polycarbonate crown. This is then lined with Duralay and makes a very nice temporary. This will be cemented in with a temporary cement. Let me show you the final result that we get, if you want to tip your head forward just a little bit. Okay, put your lip down. Okay. The preparation has been further refined so that there's 1.5 millimeters reduction on the labial surface and 0.5 millimeter reduction on the lingual. There's also this groove gives rigidity to this slice area and the area where a solder joint will be placed. Now I'd like to show you the bridge and the patient. The patient has been wearing this bridge for several months. Open just slightly. You'll note the absence of the display of gold of the existing teeth to make this bridge blend in. I'd also like to show you now the lingual surface, and you'll note the lack of display of gold when you look at it from the labial.
You've been listening to a presentation from the University of Michigan School of Dentistry, which is dedicated to supporting open learning and open educational resources. This recording is licensed under the Creative Commons. It may be reused and redistributed for nonprofit use. Please attribute materials to the University of Michigan School of Dentistry and redistribute under this same license. For more information on how this and other University of Michigan School of Dentistry recordings may be used, visit www.dent.umich.edu/license.